package. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it just came in a box. It's, you know, nothing special, no fancy packaging. And it's bareMinerals bareSkin Beauty Radiant 7-piece collection for face, eyes, and lips. So I have never tried or color matched myself. So when they were doing, like, they were talking about what color you might be, I picked Bare Beige because I'm usually medium beige, and this was kind of the medium range from them. So I picked Bare Beige. So it comes with the brush that is designed for this foundation, and this is the bareMinerals bareSkin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. And there you can see the tip. I wasn't expecting that. So they said start out with a couple of dots in the middle. See there? And I would say this is a great match for me, and 2 drips was not enough at all. We said start out with 2 drips for a very light coverage. I'm having a little bit of a problem children skin right now. My skin, I call it my children because they're always giving me problems. And so that's about 4 drops on my face, and I would say it gives medium coverage. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I will say it's pretty nice. It is a little greasy. The only thing I don't like, I feel it being greasy on my face. Okay. So 1, 2. Of dark spots on my left side of my face, and the 4 drops covered it up really good. On my right side I have very bad hyperpigmentation right here, and then I have this zit that's just been dry. My skin has been really dry, and it just cannot get rid of this spot right here. It's like all dried out, but it's just like a dry hard ball. So I will do 1 drop for my forehead. And other than my 11 and this major line right here, I don't really have any hyperpigmentation that needs to be covered up. So and it did look, I don't know if you can hear that, it clicks, so it's tight. But 4 drops on each side and then 1 drop for my forehead. It doesn't feel as greasy as it initially did, and the color is just slightly lighter than I would like it to be, just slightly. But once my tan kind of fades and the winter months start hitting me, my skin will lighten up a little bit. So I would say that this is a pretty good match for my skin. And once again, this is in Bare Beige, and the reason I chose this is because I'm medium beige in the powder. This was in the medium range. I felt the tan range that they were showing was too tan for me, and I chose a more yellow toned foundation. So that works pretty good. Okay. I am going to apply some concealer, and I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match. This is the one from my Project 10 pan. I'm trying to use this up because it is it is just way too drying on me. It's way too dry of a formula for my skin, which is funny because I'm oily, but for underneath my eyes I like it to be just a little bit wetter. I don't like it to be creamy like my Bye Bye Under Eyes from It Cosmetics. That's just way too creamy. The waterproof formula I don't mind. They have a newer waterproof formula that I like, but the regular formula I do not like. I also have a Bobbi Brown creamy concealer that I do not like. My Tarte Maracuja I do not like. Those are all way just too creamy. Creamy and gonna crease big time. It does have a smell to it I don't really care for. It kind of smells like oil. Okay, like vegetable oil. Okay, so then it came with this bareSkin and light to medium perfecting veil. This looks a little light for me. And it came with a dual-ended brush. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush for this, just for the sake of I am trying to use the products in this kit. With my other mineral veils, I feel like I get immediate response to my skin. Like I can start filling in the fine lines and pores around my skin. This, I don't feel like I'm getting that result. Maybe if I tried, it came with a little sponge. Maybe if I tried it with this. Okay, well, first impression, I'm not overall impressed with this. This is the, once again, this is the perfecting veil, finishing veil, light to medium. I prefer my powder. I think I see more results with my powder. Okay, so it also came with the blush, and this is in Vintage Carnation, and I didn't open it because I want you to see what it looks like when it's closed, or when it's sealed. And you're supposed to pull this tab up, and then you can tap a little bit out. My fan is blowing that away. Very subtle color, kind of just looks like I have a little bit of a flush, which is okay, but swirl tap buff. There we go. Built it up a little bit more. Maybe initially when I was putting it on, it still had the mineral veil on it. I'm not sure. Okay, so a very subtle color, kind of looks, it's hard to describe. I would say it's kind of pink, but it's also kind of red, and it's also kind of brown. I don't know how to describe this color because it has taken on a multi-dimensional type color. It just, maybe the best way to describe it is maybe like a pinky terracotta type color. I don't know. It is a pretty color. The only thing about is with bareMinerals, I tend to not reach for these blushes because they just make a mess. Okay, so it came with that. I'll go ahead and put on the lip gloss because I'm going to have to put on a primer for my eyeshadow. It came with this Marvelous Moxie and Natural Beauty. I did apply this already and it's a very nice color. It's going to go well with the blush. One thing I can tell you about Marvelous Moxie lip glosses is it does have it has a smell. So, and this is more of a brown tone, pink. So if you are in love with the brown tone lipsticks and lip glosses that are coming out right now, that whole 90s look again, you will like this lip gloss. So I am going to apply the eyeshadow now that it came with, and this is in Luminous Umber, and it's just a pretty brown with shimmer. Let me see if I can swatch that for you. I guess I could just swatch the blush. So there it is right there. So this kind of reminds me of my, oh no, that was a bad idea. Did you see what I did? I was gonna say, this reminds me of my bronze taupe, but I just made a huge mess. Huge. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try using the eyeshadow side of the brush. This initially, when I put it on my finger, reminded me of bronze taupe, but this is a little bit more bronzed than taupe. So I'm going to finish putting on my makeup, and then I will come back to you with my thoughts and opinions on this kit. Okay, guys. Okay, so here's the finished look. I will give you a picture where the sun is not like making me look so white, but my impressions of this here did provide a good coverage the more you built it up, and it doesn't look like I've, you know, caked on the layers. The only thing I can say is that it is very liquidy. You can hear that. It's very liquidy. And it had, I feel like I smell something like oil smell, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. The brush did a great job of applying this. I did like that, you know, that I was able to put it in the middle and blend it all out, and it was a very soft brush. The blush is a nice color. I just don't know if I'd be reaching for this a lot. The fact that it has, you know, where you can lock it is pretty nice though. This is probably my first, I haven't bought bareMinerals in a very long time with this kind of lock or whatever it's called. Oh my goodness, she's distracting me so much. Okay, so this is in Vintage Carnation, and like I said, I can't really tell you what kind of color it is. It just looks like a very natural color. So pinky brown, red, orange, I don't know. Alright, so this, my eyeshadow, Luminous Umber, was a pretty bronzy brown type. Initially, when I swatched it on my finger, it did remind me of Bronze Taupe from L'Oreal and the Infallible, but it has more of a bronze type look to it, so it's going to be a really pretty color for the fall. This here I was not impressed with. I feel like I get a better look or more results with the powder or just the regular mineral veil. This one here, it just didn't, maybe it matted my skin a little bit, but I don't feel like it, I just don't feel like I had any results with this. So I would probably say that was my only disappointment with this. And then of course it came with this dual-ended brush that's very soft, kind of shed a little bit, but you know, it did the job, but probably would not use this again just because I prefer other blush brushes or eyeshadow brushes. I kind of don't like dual-ended brushes because once I stick them in my little container, I'll always forget that there's an eyeshadow brush, or if I stick it this way, I'd forget that there's a blush part. So anyways, oh, and then the lip gloss, it's a nice color. It's got that, you know, brownish pink look to it. What's totally going, you know, what's totally in trend right now. They do have a slight smell to it, but once you put it on, you know, initially I'm like, oh, I do not like these, but I kind of get over it, and I do like the way it, you know, does do a little plumping. You can feel the tingling, cool feeling. I don't know if this is something I'd be wearing in the winter because of that tingling, cool feeling, but it is a pretty color. Okay, so for all these products, for $54.98 is really not bad, especially when you consider that these two here are like, I think this is, I don't know, this is a 24 or higher brush, and then the foundation is pretty pricey if you went to like Ulta or Sephora. So I think I got a pretty good deal, because when you consider I got a Marvelous Moxie, I think these are like 18 bucks, a blush, an eyeshadow, a mineral veil, and a dual-ended brush. So not too shabby. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you like it, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, you don't like SpongeBob? Come here, hair. She's got crazy hair. Oh. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Oh, my baby.
Say hi.